Today on Collecting Music Cards, I'm going to open 15 packs of one of my favorite rock card products of all time. 1994 Ultra Figus International Rock Cards from Argentina. After this video, I think you'll agree this could very well be the best rock card set ever put out. Before I get ahead of myself, my name is Reed, and I've been collecting rare music cards for over 30 years. I searched the globe for hard-to-find music cards, both vintage and not-so-vintage, to add to my always growing collection. I don't consider myself an expert at any of this. I'm just a guy with a camera enjoying this crazy hobby. Feel free to come along every Sunday where I'll post a new video showing my inside look at how I go about growing my collection. Welcome to Collecting Music Cards. Alright, so let's start tearing into these packs. We've got 15 packs of 1994 Argentina Rock Cards. Ultra Figus is the brand. And there's 10 cards in each pack here. There's 15 packs. We got 150 cards. Hoping to get some great stuff in here. I've done videos on these before. I did a 17-pack open. I did a 3-pack open on this product. And it's one of my favorite products. And it's probably not going to be the last time I'm going to do this either. So let's take a look at inside of these and see what we get. And I'll explain a little bit about the packs. The packs are, let's see, if these are 1994, that's 32 years old. They dry out a little bit along here, along the edges, and there's a seam in the middle that's really tough to where there's actually two sets of cards in here. There's 5 over here, 5 over here. This part right here is really tough to get apart, but this really opens up really easy here. In fact, some of these are probably just sitting there open right now, but I've bought these packs from this particular person before, and every time I get great cards in there. So I know that this person doesn't go through them, or even if you could open them a little bit, like if you look at right here, I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. If you just do this right here, this starts just coming open. Now, you can tell it's never been opened before. It's getting a little yellow here, along here. The cards are always fine. What happens is the glue just deteriorates along here. So that's where I'll open them. And you can tell, though, that they've never been opened because there are some parts that I still have to get apart, and the front and the back card are still sticking to the wrapper. So here, I'm going to give you this view of it right here. Kind of give you an idea of what it looks like. This card, so this wrapper's sticking to this card a little bit. And this is definitely sticking to this card a little bit here. So there's 5 cards right here. And then the other 5 are... And this one isn't going to be as easy. This one's really somewhat together here. Okay, so here we go. Give you a good view. I actually have to tear it a little bit. Here we go. So anytime any of these packs take a little too long to open, I'll fast forward through it. But I wanted to show you what I'm dealing with as far as that. A little whiting on this card back here. I don't know what that card is back there yet. So let's take a peek and see what we've got here. All right. Roger Glover. And Sammy Hagar. Wow, from Van Halen. Beautiful. I haven't had this one yet. Wow. Aerosmith group card. Gary Sharon from Extreme. Let's see. Rudolph Schenker from Scorpion. Check that out. Bill Wyman from the Stones. Bret Michaels. It's a great Bret Michaels card. I've had that one before. Great Bret Michaels card. Let's take a look at that. Right there. There's Bret. And Michael Hutchins from NXS. Here's a group shot of Faith No More. And last but certainly not least is the 4-shot of Metallica. Check that out. Very nice. Little off center, but what a great card. All right. Nice start. Got a great Metallica card. And wow. And a Sammy Hagar card. I know I'm making a set, and I needed that Hagar card. Here we go. There's Dizzy Reed. Joey Kramer from Aerosmith. Dave Murray from Iron Maiden. Herman from Scorpions. Not bad centering, but a little off to the side. There's John Corabi from Motley Crue. There's Nico from Iron Maiden. I wish I could get these a little more centered, but that just makes the centered ones all that much better. Careful, careful. And here's a nicely centered Michael Anthony card from Van Halen. That's nicely centered right there. Take a look at that. There's Michael Anthony from Van Halen. Nicely centered card. I still have to check out the edges and the corners, but that's a great card there. Got the Black Sabbath logo card right there. There's Black Sabbath logo card. Bruce Dickinson. And Deep Purple logo card. There we go. That's two. And I'm just throwing these cards any which way over here. Nice Rolling Stones group shot right there to start. Rolling Stones group shot. Gary Cherone from Extreme. Oh, here's a nice Scorpions group shot right here. And that has got really nice centering there. That's a pretty cool card. I'm liking how that one looks too, condition-wise. Look at that. Joey Kramer from Aerosmith. This looks like Bono. Great Bono card. Oh, condition-wise, this is awesome. Look at the centering on Bono there. That's a great card. That's a home run right there. That's a great card. That card right there is worth opening the pack. Here's a Kiss card. Group shot. And here's Marky Ramone. Way off center on that one. Oh man, let's see how well this is centered. Oh, this is a beautiful card. Oh my God, look at this Tommy Lee. Look at the centering on this. This is a crazy card right here. That is a crazy card. What a great card. Tommy Lee, Motley Crue. Wow. That is a card that's definitely going in for grading. Well, the centering could be a little bit better. But it's a great card nonetheless. I can see good edges on it. Scorpions. Logo card. And here's Bobby from Poison. Very nice. All right. Yeah, this is falling apart this side. Nice queen card right on top. There we go. And here's queen. Severely off center. Rolling Stones logo card. And that's way off center there. Aerosmith group shot. Nice. Dizzy Reed. Oh, there we go. Look at that. You know, last batch I got a really nice one of these. This is pretty nice too. This is a Motley Crue. A Motley Crue group shot. There we go. There's Motley Crue right there. What a great card. It's a great shot. Gilby Clarke. Dave Mustaine. We're getting some repeats here. Pretty good centering on that one. Little Michael Jackson card. There's Michael. And Michael's centering couldn't be any better. That's actually a great card. That couldn't be any better. David Gann from the Depeche Mode. Oh, and here's a great Flea card. A little off center, looks like. Nonetheless, that's a good Flea card right there. From the Chili Peppers. I love opening these. Nice U2 card right on the front. Jason Newsted on the front. Okay, let's see how well this U2 card is. This U2 card is not really badly centered. It's pretty nice. That is pretty nice. There's U2 right there. I've got a few of those already. It's nice to have extras of a big card like that. Herman from Scorpions. That one is off center, left to right. Queen logo card. And Steve Harris from Iron Maiden. Megadeth group card. Jason Newsted from Metallica. Just look at the colors on these cards. Oh, look at this Guns N' Roses shot here. Very nice. Very nice. Guns N' Roses group shot. These group cards are really cool. Some of the individual cards are really cool too. Like that Flea card was really something else. That's a nice Guns N' Roses card there. Here's Jim Morrison. Show you Jim Morrison here. This is actually a top to bottom. It's a little off, but left to right it's okay. There's Jim. And let me get a good grip on this. It's Kirk Hammett from Metallica. Way off left to right. And a Van Halen group shot. I think I had this card before, and I think it was just as off center there. So this is pretty off center here. But there we go. There's Van Halen right there. Good card. All right. Not getting any really huge hits just yet. Elton John right on the front. That's good. All right. Let's start off with this Elton John card. Reasonably centered there, as you can tell. Let's take a look at that one. There's Elton. Reasonably centered. Nice looking card. Remember, coming fresh out of the packs is our best shot for having good edges and good corners. Doesn't guarantee anything. Brad Whitford from Aerosmith. Bill Wyman from the Stones. And Ricky Rocket from Poison. Oh, and here we go. Just a beautiful slash card with very acceptable centering. Not great, but acceptable. It's not miscut by any means. Look at that slash card right there. One of my favorites in the set. A lot of character there. It's definitely slash. And the Motley Crue card again. Very nice centering on this one. Crue. Steve Harris, Iron Maiden. Marty Friedman, Megadeth. Motley Crue logo card. And Roger Glover from Deep Purple. A little miscut. Nah, not miscut. Just way off center on that. Not miscut, though. All right. Starting to get quite a pile going here. There's Madonna. A little off on the cut there. Plus, this is the first card in the pack, and it was sticking to it a little bit, so it's not the most perfect complexion on it. You're going to see a little bit of white spots there. It's not tearing the ink off or anything, but I don't know if I could wipe that down or not. There's Madonna. I have this card right now already. It's a good looking card. Motley Crue card again. John Lord from Deep Purple. Dave Ellefson, Megadeth. Here's the Rolling Stones. A little off center there. Paul Geary Extreme. Ralph Reicherman. Scorpions. Real nice centering. A little bit off on the left-right, but still nice centering. Kiss logo card. Richie Blackmore. Deep Purple. And Steven Tyler. Look at this. Steven Tyler. There's a Steven Tyler card right there. All right. If you're watching this, I'm sure you'll agree that there are just a ton of great cards in here. Nuno Betancourt from Extreme. And I think we just had a Dave Ellefson. From Megadeth. Here's an Eddie Van Halen card. Let's see how this looks. Little high to low. Left and right is good. But top and bottom are a little bit off there. A little thick on the bottom. There's Eddie Van Halen nonetheless. Ian Pace. Deep Purple. Dizzy Reed. Here's a Deep Purple card. Group Shot. That's a nice looking card. I think this corner down here has a little bit of whiting to it. On the bottom right, a little bit of whiting. In excess, let's see, is this a group shot or a... Yeah, it's like some kind of a artsy group shot. Here's Jim Martin from Faith No More. Alex Van Halen. There's Alex Van Halen. And get this up. Looks like it's thick on the right. Yeah. Matthias from Scorpions. Okay. Quite a few left. Not over yet. Paul McCartney on the top. All right. Ian Ginn from Deep Purple. in paste, deep purple. Here's a nice U2 card. And this one looks like it has really good centering too. A little thin on the bottom. A little thin on the bottom, but there's U2. You can see it's a little thin on the bottom there. Rolling Stones logo card. And Matt Sorum. GNR. Paul McCartney. And being the front card, it's just not perfect on the front. Paul McCartney. And it's cut a little thick on the left-hand side as well, but there's Paul there. There's a Scorpions group card. There you go. Dizzy Reed. And Matt and Duff. Here's an Aerosmith logo card. This looks like a, there we go. Okay. See, right on the front here, we got a Bono card. Alright, so we got Nikki Sixx, Motley Crue right on the front there. A little off center. There's Nikki Sixx right there. Def Leppard group shot. Really kind of not cut well. Extreme logo card. Bryan Adams. And way miscut. Yeah, like I said, you can find some of these better cards. Some of the ones you're looking for, if they're centered, that's a bonus, because not a lot of these are. So Mick Borden from Faith No More. Oh, look at this. This is a nice Bono card. Oh, and the centering's real nice. Everything looks real nice about this card. Yeah, that's a good one right there. Look at that. I think the centering left to right, top to bottom is good. Looks like the surface is good. I've got a good angle on some glare there. There's Bono right there. Good looking card. There we go. That's a good one there. Chili Peppers logo card. And John Lord, deep purple. Megadeth. Logo card. And Matt and Duff. There we go. Let's see here. Okay. Richards and Jagger. Right there. Off center. Here's a Chili Peppers card. Anthony. Eric Clapton card. And this is way miscut, so. Eric Clapton, Anthrax group shot. It's actually a pretty nice card. There's Anthrax right there. Pretty nice shot. Ian Gillan, Deep Purple. Richie from Poison. There's Brian May from Queen. And looks pretty good, a little thick on the bottom. Another Klaus from Scorpions. A little off center. Tom Hamilton, Aerosmith. And a Madonna card. Let me get this Madonna off here. And a little off center, but not bad. It's a good looking Madonna card. She has a lot of cards out there, but this is a nice looking one. Remember, Madonna cards go back to 84, 85. This is 94, so this is 10 years in. And let's see. Okay, Aerosmith logo card. An extreme group shot. That is a pretty nice one centering wise. That card is in nice shape. There's extreme right there. That card's in nice shape. Nick Menza from Megadeth. Bon Jovi logo card. And Pat Badger Extreme. That one's quite a bit off center there. Got Mick Jagger here. Here's Mick. Not bad on the centering, but not perfect. And oh, there's Dave Grohl. All right, look at that. Now let's see how he looks. I'm going to pick him up carefully. Not bad. He's a little thicker on the right than the left, but the top and bottom is good. It's acceptable margins. It's like 60-40. I think that's pretty good. Uh, Corners, edges, everything looks okay. Let me see if the surface is good. Surface is good. Yeah. There he is, Dave Grohl. That's a big find right there. I like that. There's Dave Grohl. Very nice card. Nuno Betancourt. Extreme. Got a lot of extreme cards in this batch here. There's Klaus again from Scorpions. And this one is pretty nice. The borders are pretty nice on this. And Dave Murray from Iron Maiden. And this is a well-centered card. That's a really nice centered card there. All right. Motorhead. Let's see what we got here. That is a pretty good looking card. The Wurzel from Motorhead. That's pretty good looking there. That is a nice centered card. Oh, look at this Tina Turner card. What do we have here? Wow. That is a nice one. Look at that. That is a nice one there. There's a little something up here, though. I don't know what that is right there. Let me just take a peek at that. I just want to see if I can determine if that's a printing error. No, that's just something in the picture, I think. That's just something on the edge of the picture. I don't have another one sitting here or I'd compare it. There's Tina Turner right there. That's a really cool Tina Turner card. 1994. There we go. That's Tina. I'll put that one right there. Oh, Slash card right after that. Oh, man, and this is a beauty. Wow, this one's really nicely centered. There's Slash. I think that one I'm going to have to send in. Let me just double check the surface of it. Yeah, no problems with the surface. Edges are looking good. There's Slash right there. Couple shots of Slash. This one, we had the other one earlier. That's a cool card. Put Slash over here. And Sting. Not a bad pack. And Sting's got some decent centering. Wow. Look at Sting. There's some decent centering right there. There he is. I like it. And Roger Taylor from Queen. A little off center on this guy here. A little on the bottom right corner. A little bit of whitening there. All right. So what did I do? I'll put Sting over here. Dave McKagan. GNR. Rick Allen. Def Leppard. See how the centering is on that. It's a bit off there. A bit thin on the top versus the bottom. Queen card, logo card. Queen logo card. If this was a hard table, and you know what? No, this is not perfectly centered either on the top to bottom. If this was a hard table, I wouldn't be able to pick these up off the table. But this is like a rubbery mat. I can sink my finger in there and I can get under these cards, so I'm not dinging the cards by trying to use my nails to get them up or anything like that. This mat actually makes them pretty easy to work with. Mick Mars, off center on this guy here. Got quite a few Mick Mars. Picked up a lot of those last batch. Motley Crue, of course. And here's the Doors. And not exactly centered top to bottom perfectly. And that's the Doors right there. Let's get this one. Okay. Okay. First card. Nicely centered, Depeche Mode. That's actually a really nice one there. You can see how well centered that is there. All right, and Roddy Bottom from Faith No More. Feels like two cards, it's just one. Roddy Bottom. Van Halen. That's actually pretty nice. Not perfect all the way around as far as the margin on the border, but it's pretty nice. There's a Van Halen logo card. This looks like Jim Morrison's, basically his tombstone, I think it's called, or grave marker, mausoleum. I don't know what that is. Might be his tombstone. That's Jim Morrison's. Red Hot Chili Peppers title card, or Red Hot Chili Peppers logo card. I think it goes like, yeah, that's the top of the card, so it goes like that. Mark Friedman from Megadeth. Pretty nice card. Bottom is thinner than the top, but pretty nice card. Here's another Sting card. And this one is really nice. All the way around, this is a nice card. I think we got two really nice Sting cards out of here. This one's actually just as nice as the other one. That's a very cool looking Sting card. I like that. Put that near the other one. And Scorpions card. It's perfectly centered, I think. What is it? Rudolph Selenker. It's a little thicker on the right, maybe. And you got a Queen card here. Not centered very well, but nonetheless. This is a 1994. Remember, the Queen cards go back, way back. I have a really nice Queen card from the 70s, so Queen cards go way back. And last pack right there. Okay. Got a Def Leppard card here, logo card. Def Leppard logo card. And this card was on the top of the pack. It looks like the wrapper might have done a little damage to it. Tony from Black Sabbath. But other than that, and this is another one of those cards. It has excess material. Let's see if you can see that. It has excess material on the corner of the card, which can be legitimately removed because it's excess. If it were cutting into the card or trimming it, that wouldn't be fair. But so this is actually a really nice card. And we've got nice group shot Iron Maiden. And actually it's really nicely centered too. This is just a really cool card. I know these cards didn't really hold up. A lot of these cards didn't hold up through the years because they have the black border. So a lot of people really haven't gotten these graded. Being that these are coming fresh out of packs, I think I might chance that. A lot of these are going to be real high, grading because of the condition, and a lot of them are going to be, pretty towards the top there, because not a lot of these have been graded before. It's just when you have a card like this, a lot of people are just a little gun shy to grade something like this. Because if it's been out of the pack for a number of years, these black cards just deteriorate. Joe Perry. Aerosmith. Look at Joe Perry. That's actually a really nice card. Next one, Bruce Kulick from Kiss. And the last few cards are John Corabi, from Crew, Motley Crue. It's got, being that it's got a little bit of, just a little bit of whitening around the border only because it was the top card. And I think the wrapper interfered with it a little bit. I don't know if you can see that. I'll show you in this camera. So the ones that are on the top, and the top that touches the wrapper, they have the tendency to, I'm going to try to come really close with this. They have tendency to have some residual from the wrapper. I don't know if that focused or not there. Megadeth logo card. Edward Van Halen. Not perfect centering. Top and bottom looks good, but left to right is a little bit challenged. Eddie, or Freddie Mercury. Not cut real well. I've got this card already. There's Freddie. And the last card in this breakdown is an extreme group card. And it is pretty nice. Those borders are looking pretty good on that. So there we are. Yeah, I love this product. I will break this again. It's just a lot of fun for me. And I can always use the excuse of making a video out of it. So I'll order up, as soon as I can find some more packs, I will order some up and get them in. I hope you enjoyed that. And I hope you enjoy all these videos that we're putting together here. So that's all I have for today. And thanks for stopping by.